document. कुछ करना स्टार्ट किया अभी तक कहाँ? मेल भी कर सकते हो मेरे को। ओके लेट्स स्टार्ट। तो आज फिनिश कर लेते हैं। वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग। Because I have to pause it, so this selections. Basement. Often. Move. What is this? Guys joining. What is this? You can also see that suddenly it's popping up from nowhere. This thing, this thing, both the things, silhouette, and this is head. This one. So which version you're using? I guess in 19, no, it's there. The silhouette is there in 19 also, I guess. I'm not sure. Not sure because head is there. This silhouette 2020, I guess from 2020 only they released it. 21. It's 21.6.6. Like one version, like, I guess they recently launched 6.7. Okay. VMT move topology. Hmm. Manu sir, that's like latest version. This comes with a viewer. Basically, without opening the file, you can see like just a preview. Hopefully, it's on. Because we don't want to affect this. So it doesn't move. The finger is slightly elongated. This is like really small. And the fourth finger is missing. Okay, let me recreate. Moves is flickering. Same thing. Move. Hold, move it. It's kind of fine only. Just for him to rotate. Color I would want to smudge. So switch off RGB and then smooth it. Otherwise, you smudge the color also. Distortion, we fix the things. And this is like really thin, so we can check this thing. So I'll use inflict brush instead of manually like trying to make it thick and all. Slightly elongated. And move. Move brush. Inflate. This shape is not correct. Okay, this tongue is missing, so I'll just add the tongue. To create this, I can use two techniques. Either I can like append a sphere and create the tongue, or I can just simply mask it and extract it. Both works. It's so slow. Yeah, so then smooth this thing. Its topology is not very nice, so I'll just image the model. This thing that is really thin, so we inflate it. Maybe see the this was space. Huh? Space is there. what is looks clean only. Anyways, so now just need to define two things. It is a polygon, BDS. So now this is not in symmetry, so I cannot use symmetry anymore. So we define two things manually. And with brush, nostrils are defined. Okay. RGB, only color. Color, MRGB, click multiple times. Sometimes the one click doesn't work. Multiple times, it will work perfectly. Now, basic, like almost everything is ready. A few things you can fix and modify, like maybe I can enhance the details slightly. BBS, RAM standard. And for skin detail, suppose I want to add some like scale to something. You can see by default, there's a lot of alphas are there. That no RGB. I can add those things very easily if I want. I don't want it. So it's something like basic thing is almost ready. So now if you want, we can definitely go forward and add more details. There may be some like wrinkles or maybe some finger detail, nails detail, all these things you can slowly add. So as you can see, it's like it's pretty simple, not very complicated. We can definitely do it directly in ZBrush or can create a base model, anything you can do it. And like whenever you create something like this, you want to render it out, suppose. So there's two ways of render. One, we can do it in Maya. Max doesn't support this polygon. Maya have a node for polygon especially, so you have to export including this polygon. So Maya supports that. You can render it out, or we can just simply render it out in ZBrush itself. For rendering, there's again two ways. Under render, you can see we have render all these passes. So based on whatever the file size, you can render that size only. So either you can click BPR, Shift R, shortcut Shift R, or just top BPR. Generate shadow, everything render, and this is like rendered version. And if you want to create a turntable, you can go to movie. You can see there is something called turntable. Click on turntable here, and you can size like select the size of the document. Windows size, large file, turntable, and it's rendering turntable. But this is without shadows. If you want shadows, you have to click BPR, and without moving anything, then click turntable. But that will take maybe a half an hour or something to render. And like once this is done, go to movie. You can see there's something called highest quality and export. Now you can export this into a movie desktop. But you can see there's a fade in, fade out. It's like very common thing. So if I don't want this, I can remove that as well. Because most of the time it's gray only, I cannot see anything. So go to movies again, title image, fade in, fade out, switch it off, and export once again. This mouse settings a new mouse. So this time there is no fade in, fade out. This is like while exporting. Phone. Hmm? Video I haven't uploaded. I'll upload. So it's rendered, and if I go to desktop, it's like wherever you can save it anywhere. Wow. You can see. Ah, and this is based on like your screen size or like whatever size document size you have selected based on that. So if you want to render a 4K, make sure document size 4K, then render it out. So this is like pretty simple, easy, and let's save this thing. And there's like one more technique, like suppose I want to render this thing with proper lighting and all. Like I can change like lighting, I can do it in ZBrush also, but this is not very handy, not very like professional. So if you want to render it out in proper lighting, you can export this directly into what do you call it, Maya. So for this, you have to decimate the model. So let's go all high. We have time, right? Yes, we have half an hour. So all high, and now what I'll do is everything is here except the stair. So the stair, this pink looks kind of nice only. Right. So everything is colored. You can see. So what I can do here is merge. Merge down. Make sure everything in highest quality and then only merge. Otherwise it won't work properly. So now down always. You need to merge everything basically. That's better. Still jumping. There's no point. New mouse. I don't know why it's So everything is merged. Oh, one mistake. Eyes I have to separate. No, I can create a separate eyeball in my Excel. So this entire thing is merged. It's one single solid geometry. So I need to retain the color, and 4 million I cannot use in Maya. So what I have to do is Z plug, and we have decimation master. So before pre-processing, there's something called mm, use and keep polypaint. Do not change this polypaint value 25. We can definitely change it. Based on this, polygon count will increase or decrease. So 25 is decent, and this is usually works all the time. So no need to modify, just make sure switch on polypaint and use it, and then pre-process. By the time process, I open Maya. Because like whatever you create, end of it, you have to render it out for showcasing. And Arnold render is way better as compared to ZBrush. So that is something we can definitely use and create very good, because Arnold have skin shade and everything, so it gives you very good quality result. Also. Except size of touch, everybody is at present. Hmm. That's it's not tire. That's basically at metal like chain link kind of thing. Chain something. How to create that thing in that shape? That's what you're asking, right? So for that, what we do is we create one part, and we create a spline, and then we like with array, or you have those option in Max, right? You can use that, or you can do it in ZBrush also. You can have a okay, show that. So Maya also we can then Maya we can use Mesh 3D. There's an option called Mesh. You can see here Mesh. With the help of this, we can do it. Let's take no problem. Like for creating those chain or maybe some flowy anything, for those things we use Mesh. Like we have to create a spline, and based on that we can generate the entire thing, like pipes, where all this thing we use Mesh. Explain that. And it have like very gives you very good quality model without distorting. Okay, this is audio part. Nice. So 20% is like more than enough. So decimate current. So I have switched on my poly like keep and use polypaints. You can see it decimated 8 lakh something. All the colors, everything is still there. Now this model, if I want like and shift F, if I see, you can see based on wherever I have more detail, poly count is more, and wherever I have less detail, poly count is less. And if I want to reduce it even further, because I system anyway is lagging, so let's make it 10%. But this is, you can see 10% is way too low. little, I can see a little with those angles, right? So like for you can use 20%, 30% because this system slightly lagging. So just keep it low. Export underscore. And here you can see I have multiple options I can save. I can save an MA file as well, Maya file, and I can directly open into Maya. If I want, I can do that. Polychain or OBJ also fine. Doesn't matter. Like OBJ format or anything. Like in from this OBJ exported from ZBrush will like retain all the colors and everything. So, but to keep this color, personally, I prefer to use FBX because FBX stores all the color information, everything. OBJ it doesn't support. Like it gives you sometimes errors also. So here I'll go to FBX import export. And here you can see we have embedded map option. S normal is fine. FBX 2020 I can use for 2019. I can change this thing by clicking. 2019 also fine. Okay. This thing. And one thing I have to do is if by default it's Ben, change it to ASCII. ASCII is basically this code, right? If you have you ever opened any document to Notepad, any file, you can see those text, right? That's basically ASCII format. So if you keep this thing, it's basically based on those text, it reads everything, all color information, everything is there. And then enable this, make sure embedded maps is on. Otherwise, it won't retain any color. So ASCII, embedded color, and then export. Like simple, nothing, and visible all, I can export everything together, or I can export one by one. Export FBX. You can see in this like exported version also all these small bumps, everything is there. Exported figure. Close this. It's not required. Already have Maya open. I go to this one. I just exported. Drag and drop it here. It's supposed to play. I can understand. You can see this model, but you cannot see any color here. And this is one single solid geometry. So let's move it up. That doesn't matter for render. Like it can be below grid, above grid, it doesn't matter. But technically, make sure all the models is above grid. So this is ready. So now there is no color. You cannot see any color in viewport. Only and only in render. So right now, this is my character and this eye. I want this thing to duplicate. Or I can simply create another sphere. Reason, because I have two sections. One is your eyeball, one is your lens. So without that glass material, I won't look natural or nice. It's one thing I have to create it manually. Or I can do it directly into ZBrush also, just simply duplicate this, export it back. That also I can do. How to add those? Okay, anything like any shortcut you want to add. Like let's see, I have history, right? Okay, let's use modify, reset transform, freeze transform. Control and shift hold together and click on that. Generated, freeze, generated. Zero, zero, zero. It's by default it's there already. It's already there. This is your center pivot, right? This is your center. It's already there. Even if you want to create pivot is there. Control shift, click. Go to center. Oh, you want to go to wall zero. Oh, for that you have to reset. For that you have to reset. Like suppose this thing, it's in center right now. So if I freeze this, everything becomes zero, and center already. If I reset, it will go to wall coordinate 0, 0, 0 automatically. This is like one of the best thing in Maya. Like you just one click, it goes to world coordinate 0, 0, 0. In Max, that's again drag it and snap it, and it's a little complicated. But Max have its benefits also, because for architecture and all, it's really handy. Those things cannot do in Maya very easily. Only cloth Maya have in cloth, but Max cloth modified very fast and easy. Encloth is little complicated because that's usually for cinematics. A little complicated. Yes, that is here. Here you can do it. Like, let's see. Let's create a box. Okay. I added some subdivision, and I want to use lattice. Like you have this FFD in Max, right? Lattice. So for that you have deform. You can see lattice. So not this lattice, this one. Like this, and you can modify this thing, how many sides you want, and based on that, now you see that is selected. You can see FFD lattice, same thing only. There's no difference. So vertex point, this is mesh vertex, and this is the lattice point. See, lattice point. Same thing, exact same thing. Whatever you want to do. This also have out points. Huh? These are all out points. Same, exact same. Like suppose you right now, what I did is, so this blue one is basically my mesh, and the selected one is basically lattice FFD. So five is right now 522. So if this 2 also want to increase 5, so I can increase it very easily. 5. Now you can see it clearly. Now I can just simply right click lattice point, and whatever I want to do, I can modify. It works with soft selection also. Rotate, bend, whatever you want to do, you can do it very easily. Midpoint you want to select, change. So there is no limitation. Like suppose you find something very easy in Max, use Max. That's fine. Like anyway, end of like most of the company they have Max Maya book. So if you can do something faster in Max, use Max. That's absolutely fine. Use both the software. You should be handy and you should be able to switch between both the softwares and speed up. It's all about that. Okay. Only thing is position slightly off. Okay. Created this one and shift and drag. I can just duplicate it here. Press 3, smooth everything. and this one should have a glass material assigned to it. So right click, new material, and for this I'll use Arnold. So no Maya shaders, click on Arnold. There's something called AI standard surface, and select this object, go to shapes, second option, shapes. Then you have Arnold. It's by default says opaque. Switch it off. Now it's transparent. And to make this thing glossy, do not change anything. Nothing is required. Only and only roughness, reduce roughness, make it glossy, and change transmission. No opacity, nothing. Only transmission. Glass is basically your light transmit through it, right? It's not there. It's just there is surface. So you need to increase the transmission, and if you make use opacity, it will make it transparent completely. There is nothing. There is nothing to bounce light. So transmission, because this works on physical property. So transmission done, and this thing, I need to apply a material. You can see by default there's a form assigned to it. So scroll up, AI standard surface, same shader, because it's the Arnold shader. So the moment I change it, you can see it become completely gray. Nothing changed. Only thing I want to do is here, because this is skin, there's a default skin preset is there. Replace. Replaced. Now open Hypershade, your material editor. Click that, will open. And here you can see nothing is there. So that mesh is selected already. Select the mesh and click on this. It will show you that particular whatever you have selected based on that particular material. And this material I need to modify. So because all this color by default, Arnold cannot read it. So I need to add a node here. It's node based editor completely. So I have to add a node here to read that material. So I go to Arnold. Got the name. Yeah, AI standard user data color. So user data, basically whatever data is embedded in this file, you can read that. Select this, connect this to your base color. Same thing, connect to your subsurface color. Same thing to subsurface radius. That's it. So done. No need to modify anything, no need to change anything. Only this thing. Only one thing I need to change here. Right now, you can see attribute is 0, 0. There's nothing, empty. So what I'll do, select the model. Sorry, select the model, and you can see where is my attribute. Where is my attribute? Oh, sorry, mesh control. So there's something called color set 0. Copy this, Control C. Come back here, select this one, paste it here. That's it, and we're done. So based on this, now I can see the color change here in material. In viewport, nothing changed here. So viewport, nothing will change. Viewport will be like this only. Just save this file. Saved. Now, so make sure before rendering, save your file, because there are a lot of time, if you don't save it, it won't render. So save your file. And now Arnold cannot render anything without light. So there's something called Arnold. Let's use a area light. and this is a square in shape, so I can change it to disk, so it will create a circular reflection. And I'll reduce this. Oh, okay. Some error. Okay, fine. What happened? I'm not able to click anything. Oh, thank God. So I can resize this 0.3 small. So smaller the area light, sharper the light, bigger the area light, softer the light. So and let's direction I can change slightly. Yeah, that's working. And intensity and all this thing I can increase. So intensity, let's make it 100. Exposure maybe 10. Let's render it out. Let's save my file. Arnold render. You can see outside also I have these options. For faster preview, I use this one. Click on this. So I can see everything. Light is working for me, but there's no color. That means I have like this some issue. And by default, this thing is kind of looks fine. Light is way too strong. To hyper shade. Correct only, like I used correct thing. Oh, color weight is 0. And increase the color weight. Details I can see, but still it's not very nice. Roughness is fine. And it is okay. But still I cannot see any color. So I'll just create a sky dome. It's still showing gray. One more thing I need to change here is that I forgot. Export. Not this one. One option I forgot. There's something I need to switch on. I guess this color only. I still can't see anything here. It's all gray. Okay, anyways, I'll check this. I guess one more thing, I mesh. I have to switch on some of that color information. Then this color will work, and you can see all the details in high poly. Everything is here. So it gives me like and it's really quick render. I can change the lighting. I can use the background. I can do change things and render it really nicely. I'll check. I one thing I forgot. I guess I need to switch on something here. Forgot that. Okay, see it. Okay, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. 10:59. Correct. Huh? What? Huh? Then Mash, I'll show you that thing tomorrow because now there's the induction, new batch, like new BVA batch going to start. So they need this too. Welcome. Denzel must be in staff room. Check with him.